Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Evans, off play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it here. This is James White. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Evans now off the play fake. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Operating from the gun, Evans. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. Spins by. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And not a whole lot doing there as they'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
Back to throw is Evans. Off play action. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Evans to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the Steelers set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft this one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Set. Like 80.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Evans throwing. The 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Evans looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Evans now on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Evans. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw is Evans. From the gun on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Evans operating from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Braxton Berrios in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Hurry up, let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Evans to throw on 2nd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll return it from the 6. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Evans. Sideline throw. That's caught. Julian Edelman. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2.
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now Ben on third and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Back now in Foxborough. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a dump off to White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Evans. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not
through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are going to take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Evans on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The interception. Woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Fights him off. This one complete, right side to McDonald. The ball comes out, and the Patriots have it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set. Blue line. Blue line.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll look to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Evans now throwing after the interception. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw is Evans on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.